MJBulls is proud to produce the Raising Cannabis Capital podcast. Today's episode will begin after this brief message from our sponsor.
This ain't no desk job, but it's what you got to do to scale up to this in a single growing season. It's how, in Oregon alone, we grew and harvested the single largest crop of CBG in the world. Grit, tenacity, hell, whatever you want to call it. The crew at Hamptown USA has it by the bucket load. Just getting our seeds in the ground back in spring and growing them till fall was nothing short of heroic. Propagation, planting, maintaining what we have, and building what we need. Trust me, this shit ain't easy. But when it comes to harvest time, our team bumps the bar up to a whole new level. Next comes processing. Everything but the top flower goes off to get turned into crude, distillate, isolate, and water-soluble ready. Our product, like our team, is nothing less than best in class. This plant has always had the power to change the world, but it needs people to make it happen. We're lucky to have those people right here at Hamptown USA.
That's what we built with Chronic Souls, Chronic Goods, Chronic Shirts, Chronic Roommates. We are not only promoting letting vendors create their marketplaces within the sites, but also marketing throughout our entire network.
From MJBulls Media, it's the Raising Cannabis Capital Show. Today we're continuing our Raising Cannabis Capital series with CEO of Chronic Internet. Steve, thanks for being on the MJBulls podcast.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited about being here.
Steve, your story in some ways is similar to other cannabis entrepreneurs that I've spoken to over the years, in that you had some tragedies or some illnesses in your family that got you to really identify the value of this plant. Can you tell us how that started?
Absolutely, I would love to, and I'd love to share this with everyone. And it does fall into exactly what you had just said. My sister has had fibromyalgia, which was a symptom that was really unrecognizable or even undiagnosed and unknown for quite some time. And then I had my wife, ex-wife, who had PTSD. Mm-hmm. And what we found out by using CBD oils, it really has helped out tremendously. Just a tremendous miracle plant. And so I just got more and more involved and started digging into research and just try to figure out how I can be more involved in this industry.
They always say that when one door closes, another one opens, but in this case, it certainly happened for you.
It truly did. It gives me a more fulfilling purpose that I can just do more. And that by itself doesn't have to have money behind it. It's just the feeling that I'm doing something good.
We're going to get into this as we talk about your company, Chronic Internet, but you have certainly found a niche. Everybody that listens to this podcast, all our listeners know that it's just exploding, not just in the United States, but worldwide. Now, you're in Hawaii, but worldwide, this phenomenon is happening everywhere. And a lot of companies, but mainstream companies in particular, are starting to realize that getting to our customers could be really advantageous. And they want to start marketing and finding ways to promote their products and services to our customers. But it's not very easy. It's not like there's a lot of hurdles. Can you tell our listeners some of the hurdles that, traditional marketers run into when they try to get their message out to our demographic?
I would love to. And it's a process. The hurdles are vast. Not only is it completely difficult, not only for marketers, but just to have a payment system. Nobody wants to touch it. Even if you don't touch the plan, they don't want to touch it in e-commerce. Facebook does not want to have anything to do with cannabis, the word cannabis. They will not give you ads with Facebook advertising and such. Google won't do the same thing. You can't really promote it because if you use certain keywords, which is obviously the whole point of internet marketing, you're not able to because it gets flagged and you won't promote your product. Seems like almost every step of the way you're having to jump over a hurdle, whether it's from the creation of your store or your product, or trying to find manufacturers, or if you're trying to promote your product or a payment system, or growing, and like I even said, not even touching the plan. If that's your business model, you're still going to have problems because of the stigmata that's been around since the early 19th century.
Yeah. So with Chronic Internet, you're actually a holding company. You have a bunch of companies, various sectors of the cannabis industry. How does that work?
The way it works is we're building a lifestyle brand of websites that kind of like what Internet Mixed Media did back in the 2000s, which the gem within Internet Mixed Media was MySpace. And so they had a network of sites, and 35 of those sites they sold to News Corp for, $500 million back in the day. They had a network of sites. That's what we built with Chronic Souls, Chronic Goods, Chronic Shirts, Chronic Roommates. We are not only promoting, letting vendors create their marketplaces within the sites, but also marketing throughout our entire network. It allows the vendors, the manufacturers of all these various products to be a part of a lifestyle of members. And at the same time, we offer designs on various types of apparel. We also offer products in just specific sites. As we grow, we start expanding into different prospects like ambassadorship and events and such. And that's all under the holding company of Chronic Internet.
So does Chronic Internet own all these companies, or are some of them owned by other people and they lease the Chronic name?
It is all owned and created under Chronic Internet.
And so the ad real estate that's on each of the sites' websites, that's what you guys package up, roll up, and sell to these companies that are trying to reach this demographic? Is that how it works?
Right. So you have a run of network. So under our own ad server, we're able to put the different ads or different for the people's products, and it'll run across the entire network of sites for this niche.
Oh, yeah. That's brilliant. So that somebody would be more effective in one sector within the cannabis industry, you have that opportunity for them versus another one. But you said there's other ways that you're advertising for these customers besides just ads. What are some of the other ways you're doing that?
Yeah. So as we're building out Chronic Souls and we're gaining more members, Chronic Souls has a vendor marketplace. So the vendors can actually set up their own stores and sell products directly to our customers on that site. They just become part of the lifestyle brand. Now you have people that are specifically in this, and this is what their lifestyle is, and they want to know more about it, because honestly, it's really hard to find, just like you said in the beginning.
I want to take a minute to tell you about some really innovative things that our sponsor, Cream of the Crop, is doing in the cannabis space. Their brand is on fire. They have the 5th best-selling indoor flower brand in the state, and they're profitable, growing their business at 10% a month year to date. They're succeeding by helping cultivators turn profits through operation management and consulting in exchange for supply agreements. By bringing 30-plus years of cultivation experience, award-winning genetics, ultra-efficient SOPs, proprietary nutrient mixes, and their brand, they're able to help both operators who are new to the space and ones who want to just increase efficiency. In fact, they just increased profits for one of their clients by $700,000 per month. Just incredible. But what's really exciting is that they're expanding their highly scalable model beyond California. That's right, they're accepting applications across the country for 2021 and 2022 partnerships. Also, if you're planning to invest in cannabis, you should definitely look at Cream of the Crop, because they're doing a capital round in early 2021 to help with their brand's national expansion. To learn more about partnering with Cream of the Crop or investing in their expansion, go to creamofthecropgardens.com. That's creamofthecropgardens.com. If they put their stuff on one of your sites, then you probably take care of the headache of dealing with the payments processing too.
Absolutely. We already have everything set up. All they're going to be doing is sending out their quality product in a quick turnaround. And of course, they're going to have ratings on each product, on each vendor and such. And yeah, we pretty much take care of the server and everything else, take all the headache away. We just want you to be good at what you do.
That's similar to eBay or Amazon. Those guys won't do it, so you're doing it for them.
Yeah, we're just another channel to display their products and services.
This seems like this is one of those situations where being that first mover is going to be really essential. What do you need to do over the next year or so to really gain that first mover advantage, and how do you intend to fund it?
We have to use our money very wisely, and that is to keep pushing our infrastructure and make it more scalable. It's already on the cloud. It's already all the compliancy it has. But we need to gain and keep marketing to get more members and more traffic to our sites. And that's where a lot of the money is going to be. And as cannabis becomes more and less of a stigmata and more out there, then we want to be there first. We want to have our statements in all the different e-signs or newspapers and magazines, and we want to keep promoting ourselves, and that's where we want to be. Because we have built a good infrastructure. We built a great foundation, and now we just got to bring in more and more members and more vendors and more traffic. And
to fund this, you're raising capital?
Absolutely. I've literally started in a garage. I actually built an office inside of my garage, hardwired. And as much as you want to believe that you can do this on your own and not have capital, but to be first and and really break that momentum of getting the right traffic, it comes down to, everything costs money. Server costs and the bandwidth and everything is just still not cheap. And you can have a single server and you just have to have all the above and be compliant. So the capital is definitely going to be something that can catapult us onto the next level.
Well, we've been speaking with Steve, CEO of Chronic Internet, and I'll have all of Chronic's information on the MJBulls website. But Steve, if there's somebody out there that wants to invest or talk to you about investing, how would they go about doing that?
They can email me, steve@chronicinternet.com.
Okay, so steve@chronicinternet.com. If anybody has any questions about their offering or just want to learn more about Steve's company. But Steve, I really appreciate you taking the time to explain all of this to us today. Thank you very much.
Dan, it was my utmost pleasure. I'm looking forward to talking to you again.
Crappy's Feel Better Company is a cannabinoid CPG company with a line of easy-to-use CBG, CBD, and CBN products built for the weekend warriors, the weekday Zoomers, and anyone in between. Crappy's next-gen products incorporate pharmaceutical-derived chemistry to precisely blend minor cannabinoids and terpenes, creating a series of proprietary formulas for hyper-targeted use cases. Harnessing a team of experts with over 75 combined years of chemistry experience, the company relies on its novel solubility technology, state-of-the-art delivery, consistent results, and unique eye-catching branding to stand out from the crowd. Crappy's executive team and chemists have created a vast and diverse product pipeline to maintain relevance in a saturated market. To find out how you can participate in Crappy's Feel Better expansion, which includes major retail placements, university-executed clinical trials, IP and patent submissions, GMP and API scale-up, and international distribution, go to crappysfeelbetter.com or on Instagram at crappysfeelbetter. Today's show was made possible by the generous support of our sponsors, like Alt36, the country's premier blockchain payment processing platform that's providing dispensaries and its customers with a safe and secure payment option other than cash. To learn more, go to alt36.com.